Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to that exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only, Master Propaganda, hero's right, defender of the fatherland, your lord and master, your Vox Populi. Off here to a 1v1 on Mill Road, Molenweg, or whatever else they want to call it in the north here. It is Iroha fighting for the German army, Deutschland, rolling out here with the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier featuring elite armored, Overwatch and special operations with double in for medical supplies. First and south, it is Theodosios fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin himself taking on the role here of the 1st Guards Tank Corps with Guard Rifle Combined Arms Tactics featuring the K1 Heavy Tank, Guards Rifle Infantry, Conscript Assault Tactics with PPH-41s and Hit the Dirt, Howitzers and Sturmovik Attacks. Penal to start here for Theodosios, the Strafniki. Double forces there for Iroha. Might also be seeing a scout here for Theodosios to put pressure on Iroha with. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters, these champions, these heroes, my own personal company of heroes, for sure. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon itself. You can also just donate for a one-time donation via PayPal. Links in the description. Always no comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. More people to here for Theodosios, no scout cars, at least not yet. Heading southeast here with the Germans, also a bit centrewards. Meanwhile, Theodosios going for more aggressive spread. Also worth noting, by the way, he went straight for the penal tubers. Most players usually go for additional engineer squad or conscript squad because there's the risk that they're falling too much behind them in terms of like grabbing territory on by focusing straight on the penal troopers. So this is also a bit interesting. Of course, it does mean you get out the second penal squad faster, and of course that does bring you more firepower, but still you will be a bit behind on map control compared to your opponent, in particular versus the Oberkommando. So there you go, do get the scout car now, but still worth pointing out there in terms of like what Theodosios is doing here with his opening build order. It is somewhat slightly deviating from the typical, but you know, rare penal trooper builds. And so again, while I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, I do just want to point out, like, you know, the weaknesses of this particular one. Of course, the strengths, which again is you get more penal troopers faster. Scout columns down here for Theodosios. Mines being laid down here by Iroha. Obviously, probably in part just to try and capture up the scout car, because if you're seeing penal troopers, it's also likely expecting the scout car. They are usually working hand in hand together versus the Oberkommando West. But obviously, he goes for the fast Belgium headquarters to maybe, like, say, sneak out some Panzerfaust faster. Mines down here, the Schützenmine 42, also known as the Schuhmine. Must because if you hit that one, you probably wouldn't need shoes, because it blew off your feet. Focus to move, pioneers move towards the centre. Engaging here. More focus here for Iroha. Worth noting here that Theodosios is playing his scout car a bit conservatively. He's just using it as a fast support platform versus Iroha's infantry. Scout getting flanked here by the Volksgrenadiers. Nice work there. Sturmpionier, though, tend to be the better counter for scout cars, but obviously the trick is getting close to that one with the penal troopers about backing off. The scout car clearly concerned, right down to half health. Playing very defensively here with his penal troopers, as he's now getting hit by a lot of Iroha's forces here, just using raw numbers versus Theodosios going for a third penal trooper squad. Troops pushing forward, so you need to focus them down fast. Now they're out in the open, definitely a chance here to get some good damage in. Brandhand Garda there, truck out here for Iroha early on. Full retreat here for Theodosios. Forces were simply put overwhelmed. Flamethrower C is going to pop that in and probably try and get the drop then on Iroha here. Going to be quite a challenge here for Theodosios. Not impossible, but certainly a bit of a challenge here. Got baited into the engagement that quickly favoured Iroha, rather than trying to catch him off guard. You know, use the penal troopers' firepower to leverage one-on-one engagements. Scout car already heavy damage, troops reinforcing, not healing because he's not spending manpower on the medics yet. Cut off point hit as well there, so great start here for Iroha so far versus Theodosios, but again, if you get sort of a good counter swing, you should be able to turn things around in his favour fairly aggressively. But for now, he is suffering the weight here of Iroha's anger. Mechanized regiment up there for Iroha, so that might possibly mean a Lux Puma's very much more likely. Theoretically, Stukas could also happen, but I'm not entirely sure that's going to be a great idea. We shall of course have to see what Theodosios does that could maybe invite the wrath of a Stukas. Plug the wing routed. Troops routed there. Just a full retreat here. Probably worried about the penal troops there. Note, he was probably realising the flank that's going on there, meaning his retreat path there could have been threatened. And in particular, the possibility of a settle charge on the retreat path is probably in part scared off Iroha there. Or the scout car pursuing his retreating units. There's certainly a few possibilities. There you go. Straight dive here. Going straight for his opponent's car point, and that would deny the resource. That way, try and make up for his own resource loss there by his own car point being hit. It's a good aggressive play here for both sides. Scout cults are good to go. I imagine, yep, field infirmary up there for Theodosios. May see some guardsmen soon enough. Grab and send over the Strafniki. Car on hit, quickly backing off. Need to grab other territories fast. Scout car rushing ahead here. But yes, the Schutzmine was specifically designed to maim and not kill, because the Germans rather figured out it's much better to actually maim someone than kill someone when it comes to mines, because psychologically it's a lot more nasty if someone's, actually suffering, screaming in pain rather than just, dying. It's also just having their limbs blown off is quite nasty, but also in terms like, resource it ties up, it's also much more significant compared to just killing someone. Well, you don't need to feed them, clothe them, worry about them. They're dead. But if you blow off someone's feet, they're still going to be taken back for healing and all that. And, there's still going to be a drain in the system afterwards, even like they've been discharged. So there's some rather cynical and cruel calculations behind these kind of mines. Two's pushing forward here. Vader has scout cuts. Oh, straight into them. Oh! Good lord! That's a real close one. Can call in Guardsman here, and certainly Guardsman with the DP light machine is actually quite good versus the, folks going to be heavy builds, in my opinion. You still don't see a lot of usage, but actually not bad. Scout can they get Pantherfausted. Then we do get the Guardsman, and we do get the DP light machines. If it's out 2 squads, I think it'd actually be in great position versus all these folks going to do alongside the Penal Tubers. Heavy damage for the Flamethrower Scout here, trying, I think, just to bait away the entire horde here of Iroha. Certainly one way to counter this is just, swarm up. We'll have to see if Theodosios might get some machine guns out or something else and further counter this. But Guardsman moving forwards here. Troops reinforcing healing. Bit skirmishing here, but again, just swinging his entire might against it. Theodosios quickly backing off. And we do get the looks out here for Iroha. Of course, makes the Guardsman also a bit better choice there with anti-tank rifles. Though, of course, he may be forced to upgrade some of his penal tubers with the PTRS-41 anti-tank rifle as well. There we go. DP light machines up. There you go. Brandhand Granada falls him out of the cover. Very good. One reason why the Incendiary Grenade is so handy is because, again, it can just deny your opponent the ability to use heavy cover, force them into more, acceptable cover for the folks to shoot at. Looks moving forward here for Iroha. MD-34 on the way for Iroha as well. I'm guessing Theodosios' next plan is going to be the Temp-10 Command, and then rushing out a T-70. Could also go for the Issue-6. But Iroha once more back to putting severe pressure on Theodosios here. 10 Kuiba 10 Command there. Being set up. But yeah, situation here is a bit rough for Theodosios at the moment. His build again having some issues there. Iroha just counters it by just swarming it. But there you go. Trying to outmaneuver his opponent, trying to catch him off guard. I think that's a much wiser idea. And of course, once he gets out something for you, that should also further assist the situation. But again, the question is, does he go for the T-70 expecting a Puma, or does he go for the Issue-6? Those are some considerations that Theodosios does need to keep in mind versus Iroha. More mines here. Remember our Schützenmine. Got the point up north. MG-34 for Iroha. Sturmpioneer caught here by the Strafniki. People from forwards in the folks because they're backed up by the Guardsmen. I'm guessing the T-70, but there's always the possibility he does go for the Issue-6. Pushing ahead here, troops now got spread out, but again, this is where you are now with the machine that can more easily deal with the penalties without having to concentrate all of his forces into like one block. Which is probably also one reason why he does go, bunch up his troops like he does, because again, like if he doesn't, the penalties can just beat up his men in one-on-one engagements. So there's certainly some consideration there to keep for that as well there. But anyways, grab these some points. Might tank rifles there for Theodosios' forces. Let's see what goes for next. But he's getting closer to the T-70 here, and certainly with all the anti-tank rifles he's getting anyways, he might also just feel more safe and comfortable in then going for the T-70 light tank. Looks around the engineers. There we go. Flank the MD-34, pushing it back, but the Guardsman remains repressed. A final going between Iroha and Theodosios around the centre. Looks almost knocked out here simply by the sheer might of the anti-tank rifles under Theodosios' command. And he can go for the T-70 in just a few moments. But again, he could also go for the Issue-6 M assault gun. Sneak up an eastern fuel point there. Good play by Theodosios. Thumbs up. Sneak up the western side with the Strafniki. Fun fact, while the Soviets are only the ones known for using penal tubers, the Germans also used them actually in quite significant numbers as well, these notable numbers. For example, in North Africa, they had entire battalions of them fighting there as well. So, little fun fact there. Little fun fact. Folks, 74 on the eastern side. Teasing away there for Theodosios. Another machine gun though for Iroha. Interesting choice there. Triple MG34 is definitely not super common from the Oberkommand West though. Admittedly, now there's triple machine gun there from the Wehrmacht, the MG42. I do wonder if part of it's also reason again the way the formation has been changed in the machine gun to make it more survivable with the two gunners in front. It does make it more tempting for Iroha to commit to more machine guns because triple MG34 is definitely rare. That's certainly a question that'd be interesting to look into somehow. Troops in the south there with the MG34 backing it up. I mean, it does give its infantry force again more fluidity, since again they don't need to be bunched up so much to be able to fight the penal troopers more efficiently. So again, it gives them much stronger map control tools with multiple machine guns. So it's quite interesting. T-70 out here for Theodosios. I would still, I think, recommend another guard squad here, to be honest. I mean, it would give him farming squads, which I think is also the good number, but just more DP-like machine guns would also be great versus all Iroha's infantry. Plus, it would mean they have a lot of anti-tank rifles, like deal with, say, a fast Panther IV from Iroha. While individually, of course, that'd be great, but you get, like, I don't know, 7 of them going, even a Panther IV might want to be just a tiny bit careful. But we shall see what Theodosios goes for. But there we go, MG4 catching the pimps. We're seeing another squad moving up. They could flank it. Guardsmen doing what they can as well. They might want to hit the flank positions here. Flanking in here for the building. Decent moving forwards here. Definitely intensifying here as Iroha gets caught a bit off guard here by Theodosios' strong counter thrust here. Close to the centre. Other machine gun, they also want to back off. Here's the T-7 to deal with that. In the south here, focuses on their own. No supported machine gun end. Other one is basically further up north here. More guards from that. So we got 5 in squads now for Theodosios. Again, 2 of them are guard squads. That gives him a nice, solid back row of infantry firepower there. But Guard Rifle for Iroha. Meaning he is not going to go for the Puma now. He wants to push for the Shredder Panzer quarters. It is probably also just the idea of all these anti-tank rifles, which makes him less keen on going for the Puma, because the Puma does not do great versus anti-tank rifle infantry. Sturm Pioneer heading westwards. Chiefs engaging here. Needs to pick up Pims with the Volksgunnis. Might have a chance of a satchel charge if Iroha's not paying attention, but he ends up backing off anyways. Guard squads are joining up to form up a rather strong platoon there. In the south here, Volksgram the point here. T-7 rushing in to deal with those fascist bastards. Shot fired, whiffed. Also kind of whiffed at Pims with the looks. Doing some damage there with their PTS 41s, almost got it in fact. Ground points here, ground points there. Theodosios looking much stronger now in the field here against Iroha. Was yet to set up their track. Folks will then route it. Troops advancing. Push up the center with 2 machine guns. T-7 snapping away there. He is obviously being a bit cautious about the possibility of a Kettenwerfer appearance. He doesn't want to extend the T-7 and then lose it. As losing it right now versus Iroha would be quite devastating for Theodosios. Michigan heading northwards there. Grab this on the victory point. We got 435, so 346. Folks, they're being sniped by the T-70. Good work there. Guards moving forwards. But there you go. Lots of machine guns forming up. A very strong kill zone there for infantry with all these machine guns. Make it hard there for Theodosios to just push through there. But there's that gap here, so probably should angle that a bit better. T-70 push back here. Good work. Machine gun there routed. The machine also in trouble here. Some really good flanking with the guardsmen. Pretty much unravels Iroha's central position there. I mean, 2 machine guns having overlapping fields of fire is not a bad idea, but you definitely should have factored this arc there into things as well. They're folks rushing forwards here to try and deal here with Theodosios' breakthrough in the centre. The machine gun set up and now could risk getting wiped out here, but the Pumas, there you go, taking intense damage. Even popping the satchel charge. Almost destroying the MG34, then denying it to Iroha, but Iroha's going to get just in time. Mines going off, the Pumas with the retreat here. Grenade off on the guardsman in the centre. Folks got almost being wiped out here by the guardsman. H6M here for Theodosios and the Red Army. Look setting out their 4 kills, veterans who won. Guardsmen, or Pim Service looks quickly pushed back. Up north, if you got the MG34 repositioning. No further tech yet here for Theodosios. Oh, he was at, mind, he's going for the Division 6, but looks like he might decide against it. Going to try and push for the mechanized armor company. I mean, I think is a viable option here. T-7 moving about. Troops reinforcing healing. North here, T-7 catching MG34 in a bad position and routes it. Good work there. Luke's holding back with 6 kills. Schwerer Panzer quarters almost done. Penal Super reinforcing, healing. Mines out in fields here for Theodosios. Very good. Thumbs up. Guardsman's the foot in the centre. Big push in the south here for Theodosios. Ready to overwhelm with position. Mine spotted and destroyed. Good work there by Iroha. Machines in the building here. Strong position again in the centre that makes it tough for Theodosios' infantry to break through without significant support. And Theodosios going for a sniper now. It's an interesting pick here versus Iroha. Incendiary Pit round from the U-34 to further break down the assault here. Very good. Thumbs up to the Iroha. Incendiary Pit rounds tend to be a very overlooked ability in my opinion, so I always like to see it used. Go Guardsman routed. Murdered here by the MD-34. Incendiary Pit round. Pinch recording a bad spot as well. There you go. Incendiary Pit round just further add to the miss of Theodosios' infantry. And all these machine guns, I mean, they definitely gave Iroha a strong element to just break up Theodosios' infantry assaults and makes his full gun certainly much more viable in the longer run. Guardsman routed. Fresh horseman force got snapped there as well. Need to be careful that it doesn't get rashed. Even the anti-tank guns up nearby. There's some angle I think where Iroha could attack the sniper with the loops and just clear it out. Bit risky there for Theodosios with that one. And he definitely should be taken up soon. Meanwhile, can begin authorising an act to go for Pantherful pretty fast here versus Theodosios, which will definitely give Theodosios some grey hairs. Or grey hair.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Continuing on pin once again. Wow, actually consistently popping it. That's even more impressive. 2 thumbs up. Again, really overlooked ability just to basically players use it consistently, but here we are with Iroha using it very consistently 2 times in a row there to break up a Soviet assault. Very good. There you go. Panther all day for Iroha. And of course, Theodosios does have a bunch of anti-tank rifles, but that's not going to be enough for the long run. We'll definitely need to take out and begin pushing for armor of their own, and certainly the K1 tanks would be a great counter choice. Looks to take quick damage here from the Guardsman. Close to veteran 2 there. We got 427 versus 296. Panther 4 halfway done. Sniper open on the MD-34 soon. There we go. Killed the gunner. Actually, not killed the gunner. Killed the other guy. Heinz. Don't worry, Heinz. In your honor, I will name a ketchup after you once this war is over. Ground less than Ponty. We've got Pinchers on the way. Looks definitely a bit dinged up there. Getting the strong punch to work. There we go. Panzerkampfwagen Fias von Jod on the way there. Oberleutnant Ludwig Messerschminger moving forwards there. Cheese moving up westwards. The Penal ready to back up against an assault there. In the east, the Penal Troops seeing absolutely no encounters of the Germans, which certainly perhaps have them a bit rattled. Folks on the fire from the T-Sun light tank. 8 kills. MD-34 for the firing wave. We'll see some internal RPs as well here from Iroha. Strafnicki routed. And we got the sniper here with MD-34, but again, keep in mind snipers have been nerfed, so they can't operate as freely and independently, in particular as machine guns that they used to. Which I'm very thankful for. That's probably one of my favourite changes of this patch, just snipers are a little less obnoxious. Theodosios is going for the Isshin 6M. So we are going to see it here. T-Sun almost knocked out. Could have had to mum up by now, but I mean, getting the Isshin 6 out I think isn't bad either. Just, you know, the Isshin 6 just kind of tend to get, like, you know, overshadowed by the Isshin 5 and other stuff. Before that, though, it was so good, you'd actually not see the Isshin 5 at all because the Isshin 6 was just doing the job so well. So you had a bit of weird relationship there. Got the Penal Service the looks. 11 kills. 12 kills. Panther rushing in there. Got to take fire there. Sergeant Petrovinsky drops dead. MD-34 they're pushed back. And there you go. Isshin 6M assault gun out. Also colloquially known by the Soviets as the Suchka or Little Bitch. Going for another Isshin 6 there. Ooh la la. Very lovely that. Very lovely that. It can perform quite well versus medium armor due to good decent penetration, good rate of fire, but also high mobility, so get 2 of them out. It can actually, you know, threaten medium armor fairly well. They obviously do struggle a bit more versus heavier armor. Mission signaling forwards.
Su-76 ready for action.
Panther 4 rolling backwards as the F6 pursues. I can around it.
Only 200 points remain. Double your efforts.
Second one out as well. No, they were actually based off the T16, I believe T50 chassis. Maybe the T7 as well, but you know, based on light tank chassis they weren't using anyways in those part.
Su-76, go ahead.
Additional fun fact, this particular version, the M version, was actually more used as self-propelled artillery rather than, you know, directly engaging tanks. Fun fact there. Force moving forwards here, sniper moving up there, got another kill, 7 kills there, Panther rushing forwards, assaulting up the loops as well. Good hit there by the Panther 4. Missed there, unfortunately, air support holding up by. Theodosios on the center, troops have been caught by the Indy 4, losses inflicted. S-Red Army aviation strikes there at the retreating German infantrymen. Panther 4 gaining veterans in 1, very good. Artillery fire here on the MD-34 by the Division 6. Straight up artillery fire there. Panther 4 rushing forwards again. These are T7 as the full committees. We got 9 kills offered to these on that one. Panther 4 then getting the Strafnik to get off some light damage there. MD-34 support here. Got 1 by veteran 4, excellent. 2 thumbs up there. Got the S-6 Panzer fastered by the Fox. There's another Panzer for Iroha. More engineers with Theodosios to speed up repairs with assault guns and light tanks. Very good. But those MU-34s have been a great investment here for Iroha. He still hasn't gone for a doctrine though. At this rate, I'd expect either special... Well, he could really go for anyone, but it's elite armored or special operations are more likely. T-7 and sniper support going for the German infantry. Machine gun caught them and quickly rout the sniper. Might want to pull back this almost ace machine gun for some reinforcement and healing. Would be a shame to waste that one in my opinion. 608 veteran fire does get a nice extra boost there. And of course need to fix up the assault gun. Folks with the routed, almost wiped out. MD-44 getting snapped by the T-70.
Capturing our supplies.
Guards bringing up the cop, the MD-44's routed up north, the machine gun executes reposition, there you go. 13 kills. I'd still like to pop in sending up piercing rounds now, but there you go. Panther routes just to save the T-7 or the machine gun, perhaps just in time, perhaps not. Looks like he's actually willing to risk the T-7 just to get rid of that machine gun's veterans in. There we go. That's it. Will it be worth it though? Will it be worth it? I'm not entirely sure that it was. So there you go. T-70 down. Of course, if we get rid of the Panther 4, in which case this was a pretty sneaky bait here by Theodosios, then it may pay off. But then the Quasi actually takes out the Panther 4 there without losing it. But there you go. Great hits. Another T-7 for Theodosios. He's just not going to finish off the Panther 4. Ooh, that feels a bit more dicey there. Panther rushing forward into the anti-tank rifle. Sniper keeps killing. Got 10 kills there. Pumels was engaging troops. South side is now seeing limited action. T-7 is getting ready here for Theodosios. Still no further sign of tech there. Assault gun repositioning. All-1 almost good to go here for Theodosios and the Red Army. MD-34 to continue to be a significant thorn in his side. Might actually want to grab the machine gun turn against Iroha. And Iroha does have to go for Overwatch, so probably for the air support and maybe the howitzer. Well, it's definitely the choice expected at least. But again, some players honestly just go for doctrines just for single abilities, like again Sector Assault, which is good. I mean, these kind of abilities are quite good, obviously, but it's not what I'd advise. Fun fact, the armored sideskirts, like seeing the Panther was actually specifically added to help deal with anti-tank rifles. Fun fact. Assault gun's good to go, so now bringing it back up again till well kills. Halfway to 52. Bullets being sniped with the T-7 light tank. Both Panther 4s need repairs. Repair pioneers for very good. Very good. 427, 121. Theodosios need to do something about the victory points at a fast pace. Well, I would see if he actually considers a howitzer. So maybe like some social artillery could make things uncomfortable for Iroha and his machine guns. Still doesn't bother with that one. Grabbing the southern point of engineers. sniper kill there. Close veterans one on both of the assault guns. Panther 4 strikes. Pums moving to pursue with the Panther 4 in the south. Noting 2 Pums, of course, have been upgraded with the anti-tank rifles. Again, it was the T-70, got airsport on it by Iroha. Okay, well, Mazama chose the T-70. Might want to end up calling in a anti-aircraft half-track here to have to deal with future air support from Iroha. I'm just going to go so much from the tank command units anyways. I mean, an anti-aircraft half-track would be a pretty good addition. Not just great with the aircraft, but it's also good with the infantry. Got Ace Guards, was the folks who got the Panther 4 moving in. But good calling up. I mean, in particular on a smaller map like Mill Road, it can really, as you see, they just lock down a significant portion of the map and make it really difficult for Theodosios to use his vehicles efficiently or assault guns efficiently versus Iroha. So, pretty cheeky stuff there. Pretty cheeky stuff. T-70 being fixed up, so now we're good to go once more. We got 421 versus 114. Really, they really should grab the machine gun. Double assault gun barrage here versus the MD-34. Kills Ludwig. Friend of Ludwig. Almost got the machine gun. There we go. Both gaining veteran. Oh, not quite there. Veteran 2 on the sniper, which allows them now to act more independently once more like it used to before the nerfs. Sniper kill on the Volksgrenadiers. Rudolf finds his leg battling out from under him. That's 2 machine guns now within the northern victory point that's within range of being grabbed by Theodosios perhaps. Panther 4 flanking in the south, dealing with some scratch troops on the south flank, very good there by Iroha. Assault gun then engaging the Panther alongside the guardsman. Get air support now called in by Theodosios on the centre. Panther will take further hits from the assault guns, close victory on that one. Veteran on the other one, there we go, almost got it, can he finish it off here? Got it, but cost him the assault gun still. An Nation 6 for a Panther 4 Model 8 is a pretty good trade for the Soviets, not for the Germans, that's for sure. Plus, in this case, it got abandoned at that, so you can actually recruit turn against Iroha once more. So, I mean, that was pretty good there for Theodosios, pretty good. In particular, remember to grab those machine guns as well. But kept taking hits here, being pursued as well by the Soviet Air Force. A harrowing development there, and there you go. Got the T-70. Has he forgotten about the assault gun? He just figured he can't get it back anyways, and he's just replacing it. Or is he going for triple assault guns? I mean, there's a few possibilities here for Theodosios. Grabbing the centre part of the engineers, grabbing the northern part of the guardsmen. Destroying the machine guns entirely. Do not trust these fascist cavalry. It will turn you towards the powers of capitalism and tiny mustaches. The way too small. Not glorious and bushy like our communist darlings. Oh, he cancelled it. I think he realised there's an assault gun he can crew there. But interesting, he's just destroying them. I'd figure he'd want the machine gun up to put pressure on Iroha's infantry, but again, guess he believes machine guns are one of those, you know, gateway drugs to fascism. Like good tactics. Anyways, let's not get too excited. Fix up the assault gun there. T-70 good to go. Trip reinforcing healing. So Vetchi 2 there, which actually gives it a damage bonus, plus increased accuracy, great, and then Vetchi 3 gets a higher rate of fire, which is pretty good. It also gives access to the ambush ability. But rather rare to see certain players so heavily focused on light vehicles. Again, it's not like the H-6 is bad, it's just, you know, most players just go for the key one, a lot of T-34s because, you know, that works just as well. Another T-70. Oh, wow. Double T-70s, W-6. I mean, Theodosios definitely going some interesting ways here with the Soviets. Definitely something that also requires a bit more micromanagement and, you know, proper tactics, but again, can also be fairly cost efficient. And certainly also a lot lighter and more mobile, so definitely has some utility there. Definitely has some utility. So now with 25 kills. Bit of quad here. We got 382 versus 60. Theodosios needs some for those victory points quickly. And it really just grab that machine gun and defend the point. Pim's living assaulted by the Fox with the Storm Pioneer. Okay, another gaining veteran 4. Pretty good there. Mission 6, halfway to the ace level. It does veterans up pretty fast. Now they're getting shot at by the Fox with the Storm Pioneer. Close being wiped out. Teasing fine way there. Cancelled it. Oh, he's finally taking up there. He is finally taking up there. Not necessarily think there's anything wrong with the strategy, but certainly there's nothing wrong in having, say, some K1s to absorb half the assault guns either. Did lose us now, which is a great kill here for Iroha. A great kill. We got 49, which is less great for Iroha versus 82 for Iroha, which is great. Guardsman defending again. Why leave the guards when you just leave the machine gun? I mean, just tell the commissar for NG meet Maxim Gorky or something. You know, just thought it was a, you know, experimental Soviet gun the Germans meant to get their hands on. Decent flanking the kid now for there. Ooh, flanking there with the H&6, pretty great there. It's going to lose the other one. This gets abandoned again. Oh, the Panzer IV misses! Wrong turn with the H&6. The Manic Field took the Panzer IV, lost the H&6, but still, even then, an H&6 for the Panzer, particularly this one, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, that one actually technically is taken out and traded for 2 Panzer IVs. That's recycling for you. That is recycling at its finest. Here in the Red Army, we believe in sustainability, baiting German tanks into destroying the same vehicle multiple times only to get destroyed. So if you too care about the environment, join the Red Army and help us kill fascists in an ecologically friendly manner. Panzer IV there, closing in eventually. 3 engineers been blasted there, it's a bit. Assault going hit. In fact, right now, Iroha's forces are being decimated here, just the assault in the T-10 plus all the Pumas with guards. This actually sounds like pretty bad here for Iroha. We get exported into the definitely something soon they're going to get, just buried beneath the Red Army here. Almost got the other Panzer as well there with the now ace assault gun. Order of Lenin. And of course the rare order of Maxim Gorky. K1 on the way there for Theodosios. Still surprised he's just leaving that depleted guards while just grabbing that machine gun. Fixing that Panzer IV. Might want to lay down some mines. So right now Theodosios actually managed to get most of the map. Gatrington Rain, they just staring at the machine gun. Can't we like just grab it and then go back get some other guys? Yet. The commander has strictly forbidden usage of German machine guns because he fears they are a moral danger to our very souls. It's a machine gun. It's a German one. Gateway drug to fascism. How does that even work? Well, you see, they're efficient and then, never mind, looks like the other guys did it. Well, they're penal troopers anyways. Their souls have been condemned. So there you go. Grab the machine gun, very good. There were Theodosios, thumbs up. Now the Panzer IV there for Iroha. You may want to consider some Overslaught now, some elite infantry to put pressure on the Theodosios infantry. I think it would be great here instead of the Foot Grenadiers. T-70 guards there, doing some good shots there. Assault gun flanking here. Got it on the Panzer IV there. K1 heavy tank rolling forward as well there for Theodosios. We got 264 versus 47. Bombarding the machine gun there. Close one, but not quite. Good kill there. Almost got the entire machine crew there wiped out. Panzer IV almost knocked out here by the K1 heavy tank. Gonna be close one here for Iroha. Almost got it, but not quite. Grab the eastern point with the Fox Guns at eastern victory point. Back here, machine remains in position. Gasping remaining as well. They really think you just reinforced them back and healed them up to full strength to put more pressure on Iroha with them. The south victory point, they're being blasted with the T-70. Folks are backing off, but they still hold it for the fatherland. For now, at least. Back here, reinforcing healing. We'll have to see what Theodosios goes for next. Maybe another assault gun. Maybe a T-34-76. Maybe an H-25. T-34 from 6 of Theodosios. Panzer 4 setting out for Theodosios. Machine gun again for Iroha. No counter for Kernev. I mean, that does make sense. She's going for deep flank, but there you go. Panzer 4 covering the deep flank. Good set up there by Iroha. K1 finally going to the other Panzer 4 assault gun remaining reserve here. North side could be open for a possible push here by Iroha. Just sort of leave, say, one tank and leave some air support. And a bit of infantry, I think, to overwhelm Theodosios by the northern flank fairly efficiently. South flank is about to collapse for Iroha, though. He needs to make a decision soon, and he really would benefit from some overload as well. Panzer 4 trying to take on the K1, but it's going to be tough there. Let's see Theo again, the Panzer 4. Great there for Iroha. Gains increased act, rate of fire, and mobility. And there you go. T-34 from 6 out of Theodosios.
Supply sector under attack.
Pushing the center here, might see in the bars here from Theodosios Mission 6M, but there you go. Panzer 4 shot at, but shot bounces. Lucky for Iroha. Less lucky for Theodosios. There you go, pushing from the north one. No, just as the machine gun repositions, he gets caught. Oh, the rubbish timing for Theodosios. There you go, Bunham gun and heavy cover there. Situation for Theodosios up north is a bit precarious, but there you go, T-34 rushing in. In the centre, on the south edge, yes, calling to further route Theodosios. This could be an opening up here to grab all the victory points, try and bleed out Theodosios before he can recover. But there you go, up north, routed, could even see a wipe here. Iroha would be, I think at this stage, quite devastating. Currently, though, neither side is controlling any victory points. Thiessen again, MG34. Kedman needs to try and turn around a bit more to deal with it. Panther 4s are both heavily damaged. Can't join in the action anyways right now. So it's down to just the Luftwaffe to keep the front line from entirely collapsing under a tide of socialist steel. This is pretty rubbish for Iroha, though. Machine's about to go up with the Thiessen and the T-34. Kednefer and the Luftwaffe is all that is keeping the entire Red Army from grinding him to dust. And it's the Luftwaffe you're talking about. So yeah. The situation's even worse than it looks like. Ground the center with the guardsman. Fox going for the southern victory point.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Panther 4's being fixed up, just reinforcing healing. I still think it'd benefit from some Obersoldaten. Films was grabbing the south here by the Luftwaffe. We got 212 versus 47. Might want to lay down some mines if he can. Can also soon go for more armor. Could go for another T-70. Could go for a half track. Certainly quite a few options there for Theodosios to go for versus Iroha. That said, he needs to be careful not to play too defensively either. Like, I guess he obviously wants to make sure he doesn't like leave his opponents open, but at the same time, he risks giving Iroha enough initiative to maybe somehow find a way to control the victory points anyways and just bleed them out. So there are a few risks involved for Theodosios just playing too passively either. There's going to be, it's quite, you know, the wild walk for him to like have to walk here or bounce act for Theodosios to make here with so few victory points.
Our enemy has only 200 points.
200 points left here for Iroha. Of course, they're backing off Iroha. K1 there getting back to T2, giving the Fox Grenadiers. Troops living on the western one, we got 193 versus 47. Troops being pushed back, K1 rushing force there, Vector 2 already, Vector 4 on the Panther 4. Straffing getting glass there with the other Panther 4. Another hit in the K1 there, down to half health. Whatever could Iroha be planning? We've got 188 versus 47. Panther rushing north against the other guards, Thiessen packing off there. T-34 remaining with 7, assault running moving forward to 10 there. Got a big push here, but looks for Iroha. Well, whatever he can master left as a big push in the centre is being committed there. Small reserve in the south, another T-34 for Theodosios. Good hit from the Kennefer there. Assault group in the Panther 4 getting off a nice hit there. Thiessen is leaning forwards. 180 versus 47. Panther 4 gaining veterans who won. Guessing he's at this point saving up munitions for more sector assaults. KB1 is set for Theodosios at the T-54, not a bad choice either, though I think he can't afford to do it. Oh, T-70 down there. Great kill for the Ken there for Theodosios, definitely underestimated Iroha there. And we got a supporting air assault here from the centre for Theodosios. He moves forwards once more for the Red Army. Ban here as well, unleashing everything he can on those support weapons and anything else squishy here. The Ken being hammered by the... Oh, Stormix in there, got assault gun down. A stinging blow to Theodosios. A stinging blow. Perhaps he's getting stressed out, perhaps he's exhausted. He's starting to make some rather questionable quality. He's going all in now against Iroha, but definitely not in a manner I would describe as efficient. Almost got the Panther 4 again, turning around, at least one has retreated. Almost got the Panther 4 here, another one on the way for Iroha. One more shot and the Panther 4 is going to go out. They can get a penetrating. Oh, T-54 turning around the turret. There we go, grabbing the other Panther 4. T-54 knocked out. Panther 4 is still operable. K1 keeps bouncing. The luck is really rubbish here for Theodosios now. Got the Panther 4. There's still the Raketna of the other Panther 4 to deal with. Peons from the centre being shot to bits. We got 180 versus 33. Going for the southern victory point. Going for the Panther 4 with the K1 shot bounces. Other K1 is arriving, but they needs a bit of time to get to the front line here. Almost got the Panther 4. Ace K1 knocked out with the Panther 4. Air support continues to rain down death on Iroha's forces in the centre. It's utter pandemonium. And due to some, well, definitely tactical mistakes there, Theodosios has kind of squandered his numerical advantage versus Iroha. I mean, he's still not out, but his position, I think, is much weaker. I mean, definitely throwing away the assault gun like he did was definitely a mistake. Like he just used to support the K1s on the flanks there. I think like he's taken up both Panzer forces and still had his tanks alive, but now it's down just one K1 tank. It's definitely a bit more dicey now for Theodosios, and definitely leaves Iroha with an opening to turn this game around now, I think, much more convincingly. Volkswagen head here, backing up the KB1. There's a demo charge on the southern victory point, so if Iroha's not carefully cut loose a unit, of course if he proceeds carefully he can spot it and then destroy it. There we go. Does he spot it? Or does he react to it? Just narrowly here. Just narrowly. Oh, the bridge collapsed. I didn't know it could do that. That's cool. Not that really matters like in terms of tactics, but you know. That's cool. Except, of course, for those who have to commute to work over the bridge now. They're going to have to swim. $117 versus 33. Guards on the fire from the Panther 4. Got the Volkswagen forts as well there. There we go. Demo charge. Once more spotted. Pins the thing shot to bits. Kaboom. K1 on the move again here for Theodosios. We got 105 versus 33. Finding intensifies here. Steel Empire's been caught here, folks, as well. They're pretty bad position and losses piling up for Iroha. And there you go. Air support on the south here. K1 push back. Peons there popping us out. Shout the Steel Empire is almost rocked into it. Whew. Damage inflicted. Centre there. Defended up north as well there. Still Orbs, in fact, he's just pouring in more Volksgunners into the meat grinder here. Noting that none of his current Volksgunners have been upgraded with assault rifles either. Bit of no side. Then moving in the Panther up deal with the guards from the centre. Not bad. 81 versus 33. 79. Honestly, we just try and run over the guards, I think. Good hit there. Got the sun victory point. Got the centre one running neutral. We got 75 versus 33. Using to clear up the machine from the northern one. Maybe even grab it back. That'd be great there for Iroha. Theodosios going for an issue 5 now. Honestly, I think issue 6 was might actually be better at this point. A bit cheaper and fast to get more out of. But that is just me. Time for engaging. Almost got the centre one. So we've got 75 versus 32. The bleed is back on Theodosios. Rushing from the northern one, only to encounter the empty field for a few moments. Shot 5. 75 versus 28. 27. Gonna pop the incendiary grenade here. Then light covers the mana clear to the point neutral as well here. So even like if they don't grab it before they get pinned, there we go. They're still going to reduce, which increases the bleed here on Theodosios. The machine also routed here up north, almost wiped. Once we need to get out of there, we get more support calling in the center to try and disrupt Theodosios' strong point here. 16 versus 75. Pure tracking the folks from north. You got 17 versus 4, 75 versus 14, 13, 12. This is getting fairly tense. 11. He's being hold to the front line. Oh, used focus side a bit too fast, perhaps. There you go. Good here on the Panther Force flank. Near's wiped out. Another hit. Almost got the Panther 4. K1 Norby trouble as well here. Got the Panther 4. Almost got the other one. There you go. Both Panther 4s down, but the K1's about to go down. From the assault tanks was not helpful. They got Steel Pines, the MD-34. And the MD-34 was the Pumes that got grenade off. Up north, victory point. Fine claim for the Soviets. We got 75 versus 8. Ah, he's so close to breaking Iroha, but Iroha's just pushing everything in he can, no matter what. He knows he just needs to hold on a bit longer, and he's got this. H5 going for the Schwer Panther, called it's nothing to deal with. Steel Pioneers fanatically holding it at the point. There's folks being rushed in as well. We got 75 versus 3. Theodosios frantically and fanatically trying to clear the point of any fascists, and just Iroha refuses to move. And there we go, I think that's it. GG, game over. Oh, that was definitely quite a fight there with a lot of assault guns and a lot of other fun things and a hell of a tense ending here. I mean, Theodosios was so close. So very close. Definitely a few slippers here from Theodosios here and there, but still I think a very solid, exciting play there from him strategically and tactically. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, do tell me. And of course, if you do like what I do, you can donate or pledge on Patreon. Links in the video description. This is Imperial Lynching. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all more again for a nice episode. Bye.